Alright, so we're in with about 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. The Lakers have nobody on the floor besides Rondo and JaVale. We're probably not going to be there next year. The Warriors are fully loaded. And by fully loaded, I mean 5 All-Stars on the court currently. This team is ridiculous. KD, soon to be New York KD, bringing the ball down. What do you think about Steph Curry getting his eternal Margecchio showering gun? His new eyes. Yo, that's crazy. He's been shooting. He's been playing all this time. What if the contacts made his shooting worse? What if he was so used to shooting with blurry vision that it actually made him worse to play with clear vision? At least for a while. I don't think there's any way Steph Curry can play worse. I don't even think he needs to see. I think he just senses the hoop. He just knows where the hoop is. I feel bad for Rondo too, because I felt like this was his year to really show out. I like Rondo. All Rondo needed to do was get a 3-point shot. He's one of those players that the league just passed by. Like the league just evolved on him. He's not even going to get a chance to be playoff Rondo. That's when you really get to see what he has. They give Boogie a lot of crap. Look, dependable. Old reliable. Old reliable. Every team needs an old reliable. A workhorse. He's got 8 points already, 4 for 6. Listen, if KD leaves the Warriors are still going to be favorites if you ask me. They'll still have Clay, possibly Draymond, Steph, and I'm positive Boogie will resign. Like, why wouldn't you? This team makes you look so good, and you'll get some money from him. Dead-eye Clay. I need to put some respect on Clay's name. Out of all the Warriors, Clay's my favorite player. He just does what he got to do. He gets his buckets. And he always comes through when they need him the most. Like when nobody else is coming through, Clay comes through. Okay, Steph with some defense. Wow. Oh my God. The Warriors are in rare form. This is scary. Oh, I didn't even look at the score. 37-8. This might be over in the first quarter. There's no way I'm watching this whole game if they go up 40.
Look at this pass right here by Steph.
Oh God.
In traffic, not even really looking at KD.
That's crazy. Look, no one's beating them. I don't even know why. Like all these sports pundits are like wondering if the Warriors are gonna flip the switch. Like, I feel like it's obvious. Look at him. Look at that.
Going into the playoffs.
Look at that. I think like KD leaving, the Warriors have like the perfect group of guys for that to be a non-factor in the playoffs. Like, I just envision their locker room being like, yeah, KD, we know you're leaving, but like, let's just have fun while we're here. Like like the Warriors are the power of the now of the NBA. So zen. That's good though. They're still, even though the Warriors are smacking them, they're still playing playoff basketball. Like Draymond just went after that ball like it was the playoffs. And that's what you're supposed to do this close to the playoffs. Like, the announcers were just saying this is one of the worst things that the Warriors could have right now because they want to be fine-tuned. But just because your opponents aren't performing doesn't mean you can't perform. And that's how you know they're in playoff mode. Like, who in the West, seriously, or East, like Milwaukee, has no chance against the Warriors? Boston? Come on, really? Boston? Like, yeah, they got Kyrie, but that's their best player. Steph is better than Kyrie. The Warriors outclassed the Celtics at every position. Literally every position, except for the bench. The only thing that the Celtics have over the Warriors is the bench. But you don't need a bench when you have 5 All-Stars. Toronto, I mean, I feel like out of all the teams in the East, Toronto would give the Warriors the biggest struggle, just because they have Kawhi. Kawhi's been shown to do well against the Warriors and give his team a chance to win. What about the West? Like, come on, seriously? I think the closest bet is either OKC or the Rockets. And I really don't believe in OKC at all. Like, I said 5 years ago Russell Westbrook would never win a ring. Like, he's just not a championship player. And James Harden, like, they had their chance, but they really didn't have their chance. And just who knows what Chris Paul is going to like. Chris Paul is going to get hurt. You know he's going to get hurt in the playoffs. Promise. He always has and he always will. I promise. It's like his body knows. And James Harden, he's just one of those, he's one of those guys to me who just like, who get numbers and they're good and all, but he never won a ring. I don't want to say he'll never win a ring because he could always join someone late, but he can't lead his team to a championship. Warriors up 31-8. This game's over. Good as done. If the Warriors go up 40, I'm cutting this. Or once they stop playing the starters. Once they sit all the starters, which is going to come soon if you ask me. I don't think this version of the Lakers can even beat the Warriors bench. The Warriors got some pretty good players on the bench. They talk about Warriors bench being bad, but Kevon Looney plays good, gives quality minutes. Sean Livingston could be a starting point guard on a lot of teams. Jerebko, he's turned out to be a really good player, a really nice piece, big man that can shoot. I forgot about Andrew Bogut. They got Andrew Bogut on the bench. Yeah, the Warriors definitely have a solid bench. Maybe I take that back about what I said about Boston's bench being better. Come on, Steph. You're better than that. KD's not playing. KD's been so efficient. So efficient. Are these teams just going to shoot threes back and forth? This game's getting sloppy. The Warriors still dropped 40 in the first quarter.
6 rebounds. Want to be well-rounded as a basketball player. He is. And inside, pops one into Green.
Kedrim, come on. Look, Kevon Looney honestly gives him so many second chance points. He's a big part of their team. Like, the Warriors need guys like that. When you have a team with 5 All-Stars, all you need is a guy to get some good putbacks, fight for some tough rebounds. I know those Los Angeles fans are loving their team right now. What do you guys think is going to come play for the Lakers this season? Come on, let's be honest. Who's going to want to go play there? I don't think they're going to get Anthony Davis. To be honest, and this is, I'm a Knicks fan, but I think my Knicks are going to pull the haul this offseason. I think we're going to get the #1 pick. I think we're going to get Kyrie Irving. I think we're going to get Kevin Durant. And I think we're going to get Jimmy Butler as a little consolation prize. That's just me being modest. What do you think the Lakers are going to do with these young players next year? Think they're going to try to put them together for a package to get Anthony Davis? Pelicans might take that. If you put, I think they shouldn't. I think the Lakers shouldn't get rid of Lonzo, and they shouldn't get rid of Kuzma. And if you're not willing to get rid of those two, then you're not going to get another star. So those two will probably be gone. I think Lonzo's going to end up being a pretty good player. And Brandon Ingram, he's already a good player, and Kuzma's already a good player. They both average about 20 points per game. That's good. That's right there with Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, all the good young guys. Trae Young, Luka Doncic, they're right there with all those guys.
Caruso throws in the corner. Muscala inside to Jonathan Williams with a contorted jam
Okay.
inside for LA.
Nice dunk.
So out there for Golden
Boogie's
State,
out right now. Clay's out right now.
at the point.
Jerebko.
Now McKinney and Jerebko with the ball, and Klay Thompson down low. That's the 5 to start the second quarter for Golden State.
Oh my God. How do the Warriors have 40 points right now? They've been missing like every shot. That's the thing about the Warriors. Like if they can score 40 in a quarter looking bad, like, I wouldn't be surprised they have a game where they score 60 in a quarter. I feel bad for Luke Walton. He doesn't deserve the treatment he's about to get. I'm a Boogie fan. I like what Boogie does. He could be a little bit better on defense, but I think he plays pretty good defense.
6 and 14. I mean, they were 7 games over 500 near the first of the year. Kenny missing on a 3.
Boogie is also one of the best passers out the post. They got 2 good passers out the post with Boogie and Bogut. Good passers out the post and good screeners. That's a big part of the Warriors' offense. I wouldn't even subjugate my starters to this disgusting display of basketball. I think this is gonna hurt you. Honestly, this game might end up. Oh, what was that? What was that? Okay, Jerebko with the big block. See, he's one of those energy guys. Like, he comes in and gives big moments. Like, he'll come out, hit 3 threes in a row. Get a big block like that. Oh, those are some good games. The Pacers and the Celtics, the Blazers and the Nuggets, then OKC and the Wolves fighting for that 7th seed. Nobody wants to face the Warriors in the first round, especially OKC. I think OKC would lose to the Jazz again. I think the Jazz would beat OKC in the playoffs. I'm really not a fan of Westbrook in OKC. I don't think they're as good as people make them out to be just because they have star power. Okay, Quinn Cook getting the Warriors' first points of the quarter.
Different texture as they defend their title. They're already a tough team because of Draymond Green, but to me, more tougher, definitely down low. You got that inside
Boogie with the rebound and one.
Here's the putback by Cousin on cue. Just takes up a lot of space, and now he's starting to get.
See, the Warriors never really had that dominant big man. You know what I mean? That dominant big man that could play under the rim, give rebounds, putbacks, score at a high percentage. He almost got one again. Yeah, that real true double-double machine. I mean, Draymond Green played that role for a little bit, but he was never a true big man. Brick.
The rebound. Here comes Caruso. Seen a lot of G League time this year.
Finally, the Lakers with a nice play. Be out of all the people the Lakers keep, they keep KCP. They should have kept Lou Williams. Like, they traded away so many of their good talent. For what? To get LeBron? You didn't have to trade away half those guys to keep cap space. Could have had D'Angelo Russell. Could have had Lou Williams. Had a young, nice core and a future. Future after LeBron. Those guys could have got LeBron to a finals.
Jones tried to sneak it inside. That'll bring a chuckle to Jack Nicholson. We step
D'Angelo Russell would have been LeBron's Kyrie.
One is giving all the fans even more Lakers.
Lou Williams would have been J.R. Smith. Beast. They should keep him. They're gonna trade him. They're gonna do something dumb. The Lakers are one. And they give the Knicks credit for being a poorly run organization. Right now, the Lakers are a poorly run organization. I must say, they traded away some great players. They traded away top tier, top of the line players they'd love to have right now. I know they're sick about D'Angelo Russell. Now I like Lonzo, but for D'Angelo's a beast right now. Legitimate first option. And obviously, I'm a Knicks fan. I prefer any of the stars to go to New York, but that's a good shot by Rondo. Oh, KD. JaVale cherry picking. I don't like JaVale. Big for nothing. Okay. The Lakers mounting a comeback. The Warriors need to get their head in the game. Lakers on a 10-0 run. Quinn Cook is beasting. He's the only Warrior playing like he's got some sense. Like, it's not a fluke. When you build a team the way they build it, it's not a fluke. And even to this day, like, obviously they signed Boogie and KD, but before that, all their players were pretty much picked, traded for. They built those teams off of iron out talent that's gonna fit together and work within their system. No #1 draft picks. No tanking. Draymond. Brick.
Scored tonight, and they have not been to the free throw line. And at one point, they were up by what, 27 points. That's how good this team is.
Yeah, it's crazy that the Warriors haven't been to the free throw line. The refs are really trying to shaft them. But they're just so good, it might not even hurt them even in the playoffs. You really taking a risk. Oh, that ball spot, KD. Need a yarmulke. Cut it off. Nah, KD can't go ball.
Four-time scoring champion. Has 11, now 12 points tonight. If there is a good side of a game with a lot of missing parts, Thompson with another three.
Yo, brick after brick. Oh my God, what the hell?
Nope. There's a lot of missed shots on the Lakers side.
Yeah, these all over the place. The Lakers within 15. Motorboats his wife. Oh, she pulls him back in for another one. Ratchet fans. I love Ratchet fans.